Hi guys, this is another market update of the Wyckoff Trading Lab. And today, as usual, we're going to look at the majors and some of the positions that I have. Just want to update you where I am with that. And let's start with the Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin is very interesting because we had this kind of like mini reaction just recently right here, and it seems like supply is coming in, so there's no denying that supply is there, but it's definitely not as much as we have seen it on the previous occasions. It is a little bit less though than this one right here. So I think that we should kind of analog it in between these three occurrences and just say that the actual result of the move to the downside, and specifically this spread, was the smallest spread among three previous instances. And it has some demand built in it because of this contracting characteristics. Now, if we know that the demand is there, we know that there is an attempt to stop the price from moving further down and then potential recovery. Now, what's not happening right now and what we need to see is we don't want to see a follow through to the downside. And what is not happening is kind of like this recovery up. And that's what we would like to see. So it's all going to be in today's bar. And it seems to me like the next bar, this one right here, even though the volume signature is somewhat on average, high, it's in the kind of like upper echelon of the average high volume signature, but it's not the volume spike. This one does not show the follow through to the downside. So I'm kind of hoping that this reaction is just very much temporary. And, at the maximum, if we do react more, we react just to this line and then we go up from here. So anyway, we're just waiting and nothing we can do about this. If you're in the position, I would just hold. There is nothing distributional. There is no distributional character whatsoever so far. And obviously, when it occurs, then we will be thinking about this. I think this is the channel right here. So again, we could easily, have room to go to the support, which was tested before, and then rebound and go up from here. I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin and just the crypto space in general. I think Bitcoin most definitely will touch 100,000 and go, somewhat beyond that. And then when we look at everything else, like just an overview, DeFi, well, it's in the trading range right here. We've discussed this. So there was a rejection at the resistance here in upthrust type of manner, commitment to the upside, and then almost instant reversal, attempt to overcome the resistance again and failure again. But the move to the downside is not that aggressive. There is no aggression like we've seen here or even here. It's kind of more muted. So, and that's on the background of the diminishing volume character, which suggests diminishing supply. So that's a good sign as well. Shitcoin and all of the small caps are outperforming. We've been talking about their performance right here. It seems like it continues to do so, and it does so on the increasing demand signature. So I would still be very much interested in all of the small cap coins, just because they are outperforming much better. All right, Polkadot, we're seeing the apex formation, and here we are probably thinking that there should be some kind of continuation to the upside, as usually apex formations, are continuation patterns. Now, with the hypodermic moves, apex formations sometimes could be distributional formations, and we've seen this many times in Bitcoin and other crypto assets. But again, there is not really a lot of threatening things right now. As we see here, we need to aggressively fail to the downside if we think that this is a bearish scenario. But for now, we're thinking that this is more of the continuation and potentially, overcoming the resistance. Ethereum, getting to the level of the previous high and then again falling a little bit. There's a little bit of the climactic bar right here at the end. I would say just wait. We're probably in a smaller trading range right here. There is nothing else to do. Chainlink, kind of the same situation, but weaker. We've talked about this, the importance of these bars, those last capitulation bars. And we see like with Ethereum, we overcame this. And this is very important because we're spending a lot of time here with closes above this level. Now with Chainlink, we actually don't. We had kind of like this temporary attempt to commit and then go down. So definitely weaker than the Ethereum and weaker than Bitcoin, obviously. All right, so Aave was holding nicely, and then a much larger shakeout than other assets. And again, that does not allow us, to leave this trading range that we are in. So I would be just treating it as a trading range. Again, there is no aggression in this reaction if we compare it to this one. So this is really good. ADA, so we were talking about this range and how we could potentially have a reaction. Again, reaction is not that aggressive, but also we have to remember with all of those non-aggressive reactions, we actually waiting for the demand to come. And we're waiting for the demand to assert itself and to start pushing the prices up. If demand does not come in, think about what could happen. If demand is not there, then the price might drift lower and then create more meaningful reaction. So, and that's a possibility that we should keep in mind, right? Again, remember that we are definitely trying to follow the market rather than, trying to figure out exactly what's going to happen. So, with that, let's look at some of the positions. And I'm actually kind of pretty happy right now. I felt that as I started trading cryptos at the so let's have a quick look at some of the positions. I've been kind of repositioning myself since I started trading cryptos. As I said, about 1 month ago, my first kind of move into the cryptos was right before the reaction, so that was not the good timing at all. So I think that this timing is a little bit better, and you could see that I'm definitely into I don't even know, maybe it's small caps, could I say this, just looking at the price. A lot of the Dodge, so just entering on the way up after this type of apex, no supply, demand is coming in, so a little bit a late entry, but still somewhat of the profitable position. Just waiting here on the resolution, on the continuation. PAT I thought was a very interesting structure, interesting position, and I'm just opening them kind of like on the same day, almost at the same time. So this is holding much better than anything else and has some strength to the upside. So on the reaction I'm entering today is a good run up. This is probably the best position as C. So just kind of a very gradual move up. There is a flat reaction right here after some reactions that are diminishing. So this was actually a good entry and probably my best crypto position ever so far, and still waiting for this to go a little bit higher. And then TRX, so the idea was that after the big shake, we come and kind of spring out of this mini shakeout and just going up from here. Now, for the TRX, this reaction here is a little bit questionable because it's just a little bit too deep. So that suggests presence of the supply. But so far it's holding, and again, like with other assets, just waiting for it to resolve itself somehow. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and until the next installment.